Namaste and a very good evening to everyone. I see Ashita Shah take this opportunity to extend a very warm convivial welcome to everyone. Healing starts with feeling and not concealing. Healing specialized relationship minimized. We are very fortunate to have with us holistic health guru, the health and wellness icon of India, Dr. Mickey Mehta with us. I request CA Mehul Sheth, Treasurer, Chamber of Tax Consultants, for his opening remarks. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, everybody. Dr. Mickey Mehta, the speaker for the day. Premal Gandhi, Chairman of the Membership and PR Committee. Ashita Shah, seniors in the profession and friends. It is indeed an honor to be on a platform where we have a personality like Dr. Mickey Mehta to share his knowledge with us. I was just going through his profile and I really envied him. We were just discussing that these things all happens with a lot of God gift. It's a God gift, and a lot of prayers go into this. Normally, we say age is just a number, but if you see Mickey Mehta, you'll feel that no, he's living that age. Living in that age is a number. He's following that mantra, I would say that way. I'm sure he has got higher aspirations in his life, and we all wish him good luck to his all future endeavors. Before I hand over the proceedings to Ashita once again, I would just like to introduce our organization for this August gathering. So our Chamber of Tax Consultants was established in 1926, one of the oldest voluntary non-profit making organization in Mumbai. It was formed with an object of educating and updating its members in direct tax and various other allied laws. Our organization is going to turn 100 years in the year 25-26. It's just round the corner. We have a robust membership of around 4,000 professionals from Pan India, comprising of chartered accountants, company secretaries, advocates, and tax consultants. We are regularly organizing various workshops, seminars, lecture meetings, study circle meeting, conferences, outstation conferences, and many such programs for the benefit of the members and professionals. We also have certain programs for the public at large where they are free to join and learn from our experts. With these few words, I will say thank you very much once again to Dr. Mickey Mehta to come over here on our platform and enlighten us. Over to you, Ashita.
Thank you, Mehul sir. I request Premal Gandhi, Chairperson of the committee, for his remarks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ashita. Thank you, Dr. Mehta. While we do this, the introduction already of this association has been given, and we do this as seminars on a regular basis, which is basically the SAS series, self-awareness series. And I'm pretty sure we could not have thought of a better person than you to have this series. After COVID or during COVID, everybody has realized that the physical as well as mental health of all the members is of paramount importance. And I think now that we are going back to work from home to work from office, we need to make sure that whatever we've learned during COVID needs to be taken care of during this most important critical part of our journey back. And that brings us to the most important aspect of having mental and physical fitness in a more holistic manner. And I think we all will agree that we could not have thought of a better person in India, if I may take the liberty of, to help us understand how do we be physically and mentally fit over the next whatever period that we are. And as Dr. Mehta rightly told us, I mean, we as chartered accountants and advocates tend to have more maybe stress in our lives, and therefore we need to make sure that we de-stress ourselves. And I'm pretty sure over the next whatever period we half an hour to 45 minutes that sir has with us. We will really and be enlightened by his presence and his knowledge sharing. And each one of us will learn tons of things today from his experience. And therefore, all of us will look forward to hearing from him. So I would like to hand over mic back to Ashita soon so that we can hear from Dr. Mehta more than rather than us. Thank you, Ashita.
Thank you, Premal sir. Human consciousness can drive the growth of personal destiny. These are, in the words of the man himself, who needs no introduction. But it's a privilege to briefly and formally introduce him. Dr. Mickey Mehta, a global leading holistic health guru and a corporate spiritual coach, has completed 53 years of yoga and 42 years of the professional run. He has bagged prestigious awards like the Health and Wellness Icon of India by the Economic Times, received an award at Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav's 75th year celebration from the Ministry of Cultural Affairs in Switzerland for excellence and pioneer in holistic health, apart from many others. He is being appointed as a director, Holistic Health Wellness at HSNC University, Mumbai. He has been associated with short courses at Mumbai University. He serves at the Ministry of External Affairs at Videsh Bhavan, Tata Memorial Cancer Hospital, Masina Hospital, Kambala Hospital, and Breach Candy Hospital. He has authored 4 various books on various topics. He has published medical research papers titled Monumental Code, The Vedic Wisdom, Immunity for Humanity with Dr. Ali Irani, and Grow Tall with Dr. Mickey Mehta for child development, and also yoga for the spine. He contributes regularly to Speaking Tree. He has been a speaker at Harvard University, IIMs, and the IITs. He has been appointed as the Fit India Movement champion by the Sports Authority of India. He is a chairman of the Wellness Committee Council for Fair Business Practices and an advisor to Delphic India for Holistic Health and Wellness. He is the first ever columnist, TV and radio presenter on wellness. He has been a life coach to India INC billionaires, Bollywood superstars, top politicians, several Miss World, Miss Universes, police, Indian Army, etc. He has completed 38 years of TV presence, 10 years of Tata Play Fitness Channel, 30 years of radio presence, 15 years of Radio 194.3, 5,000 shows, and 10 years of Get Mickey-mized morning broadcasts. He has served clients like US, Israel, and Canadian consulates, leading banks, FMCGs, and allied government agencies, just to name a few. The author, poet, philosopher, brand, institution, and the legendary Dr. Mickey Mehta, who gets you immunized, energized, naturalized, optimized, maximized, wellness revolutionist, and gets you Mickey-mized. It is a sheer privilege to have you with us. Now the stage is all yours. Over to you, sir.
Well, my today's topic is stop counting, start living. You know, in my experience, as many chartered accountants I've met as patients, my clients, 55 plus, most of them have 2 major concerns. One is blood pressure and one is blood sugar. And the third minor concern has always been weak lungs. Why? Because it is a very high pressured job. At least twice in a year, 30th September, 30th March, and a run-up of 3-4 weeks up to that really stresses you out and disturbs your health, healing processes, and the status quo, like your homeostasis with the baseline biology. It just throws everything out of gear. So no proper eating, no proper drinking, no proper sleep, no proper toilet, no, just simply over-pressured with files and work and whatever. So why do I say stop counting and start living? is to step back, is to pause, is to reorient, is to bring back order from disorder, and is to bring back ease from the state of dis-ease. If you don't stop now, this disorders will become dis-ease. This dis-ease will enter into the domain of degeneration and disintegration, and that in turn brings decay and death. So what is death actually? Death is nothing but culmination of diseases. So death has no right on life. Death is the culmination of diseases, and diseases are the culmination of the choices. Life of unawareness, life of avidya, life of ignorance, andhakar, life of asmita, which means multiple identities which become our role plays and which create a lot of stress. Then life of raga, which means desires, life of dveshas, which means aversions, repulsions, and life of abhinivesha, which means fear of impermanency. Now this in turn gives rise. So these are our 5 kleshas which create diseases. Now this in turn gives rise to our personality, which is our prakriti. So kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mad, maya, matsara. In English it is called pride, anger, lust, envy, gluttony, avarice, sloth. And that further breaks you down. So state of being and not the state of doing should be the answer. How do we stop becoming accountants with our life? Of stopping to count and beginning to be. So stop counting, start living. Living is an experiential joy, which is a seamless passing of moments in awareness, and enjoying your every seamless passing moment. May it be breathing. So simply, quite simply. May it be doing your exercise, your morning walks, you're listening to the chirping of the birds, looking at the open sky, enjoying a nourishing meal right from the colors of the food, fruits, vegetables, enjoying the taste of your dal, sabji, rotlas, makhan, ghee, chach, dahi, farsan, mistan, healthily made. And why not? This is all celebrating life. So stop counting, start living is celebrate life. Work when you have to work, attend to work when you have to work, but when you are eating, when you are exercising, when you are doing your pratna, your puja, your seva, when you are bowing before your Thakurji, when you are praying before your Sri Ganesha, Srinathji, that is the time you are completely in the mode of surrender, samarpan, and in absolute awe and service. That is the time you are not counting. That is the time you are living. When you are eating your prasad, bhog charavine, when you eat your prasad, that prasad translates into food and it heals you. When you are doing your dhyan, your sadhana, that is the time also completely bringing back the order of the body. Now, these are the when you sit with your seniors, your family, your fathers, your mothers, your parents, that time also is a time to heal, because mental, emotional, physical bonding with families also brings health back. So I only tell people that please, when you work, you be so deep inside work, be involved, but keep a time of cutoff and be completely involved in your recovery process, in your reorienting process, in your resetting process. Snan laiye tyarepan, you have to be completely calm, cool and collected and enjoy the snan. It is one of the tattvas, one of the panchama bhuta. Your abha mandal gets cleansed. Shuddhikaran happens of your mind. When you open up just the door windows in your house and let air come in and just touch you, shut your eyes. Let it take away your stress and worry. Give you an air bath. I tell people in the morning that have breath for breakfast. Soak yourself in the sunlight. Take air bath. Do puja path with Agni. Do Agni Chikitsa at home, Yagna. That turns around the energy field of your whole house and clears all the negativity and attracts all the Panchamahabhutas, elements, influence on you. You get influenced by the 5 elements, and those 5 elements come into balance when you do Yagna Chikitsa, when you do Dhyan, when you do Sadhana. So, if there is anything more, you can ask and I will keep answering.
Sir, is it possible to be sweet 16 at 60? Then how?
Well, at sweet 70 also, I am planning to remain the same. At sweet 80 also, I plan to remain as energetic. And at sweet 90 also, I plan to remain naughty. So, why not? Can't we, chartered accountants, know? The books are in our hands. Right? So, we can write the books healthily, have ethical practices for our own books of health also. I know very many chartered accountants who are very straight and very clear. Okay, let's have cleanliness. So ethics bring energy. Ethics are responsible for evolution of your spirit. And the same principles can be applied for your health. To harmonize and to be sweet 16, sweet 70, energetic 80 or naughty 90. When I say naughty, very playful, childlike, Krishna-like. When you're Krishna-like, you're very creative. Because Krishna consciousness is creativity. Krishna consciousness is akarshit karna. Krishna consciousness is putting things in order and to have a multiple layer, multiple dimensions of awareness. And you can be here, there, everywhere and nowhere in particular. Krishna consciousness is being multi-swarup, to play multiple roles and yet be completely balanced. So yes, it is possible. Organize your life in a way that you sleep early, wake up early. You wake up ahead in time, take the leadership, be better organized, and then count only when you have to count, but in the state of being, you are seeing. There is multiple perspectives and dimensions of life that open up. Learn to enjoy music, poetry, prayer, prarthana, meditation, dhyan, sadhana, satsang. When you do all this, you reorganize as a human being. So I tell people that right from your mind, if your mind is completely in order, calm and reorganized, tranquil, your mind can influence your mitochondria. And your mitochondria can influence your mental state. Every cell can influence your soul. And soul gets you centered. It's so simple. And it's so beautiful.
And how can we use Ayurveda to combat health issues?
So Ayurveda is Ayush. Veda, science, philosophy of longevity. Sata Ayush. So with very many senior citizens, they take the program of Sata Ayush from me. Especially the children. Okay, my parents are 75, we want them to live for 100, healthily, independent, with dignity and grace. So we do this program of centenary, Sat Ayush program. So we do get into their food, we get into their breath work, we get into their movement, we get into their mental, emotional wellness, we get into their prarthana, prayers, meditation. And we do a lot of herbs. And we make it very Prakriti specific. Everything is constitution specific. So what kinds of herbs, what kind of Prakriti we'll use, we determine by seeing. We do Dashavidhi Pariksha. So we do Nadi, Chakshu, Mala, Mutara, Ghama. And then we see also the agility, the strength. Once we understand, then we understand what path to take. We see the doshas of every individual. We see whether they have a weak heart, weak lungs, weak digestion, weak kidney, liver, and we have to orchestrate all the functions like Kumbhar. A kumbhar takes a soft clay and then molds it and gives it shape. So we give shape. We make the patients, our clients, their own healers. We facilitate inner healing processes through Ayurveda. Then, of course, we do therapies. Our therapies are of Abhyangama, where we address the nervous system, we oil the body, oil the joints, make them active and energize them. We do Shirodhara, which is about improving the cognitive strengths. We make them do lots of breathing. We make them do Vamana, which means vomiting out toxins every 3 months, every 6 months, as per Ritucharya. Then we do Virechan, removing the cleansing and the gham from Visha from the body. And then depending on every single person, then we also bring in a Marma Chikitsa, which is like making a dead person literally alive. So we work on the 700 meridian points, which the Chinese have taken from us, and they do acupuncture. So we do acupuncture, acupressure, and we amalgamate. We bring in neurotherapy, we bring in the science of also very important science of homeopathy and naturopathy, depending on what is the need, concern, and objective of the human being.
How can spirituality help us to overcome health issues? Do spirituality and yoga go hand in hand?
So yoga takes you and moves you towards spirituality. So yoga moves you towards spirituality. Yoga calms you down, settles you. And when you are settled, you are collected, you are centered. And when you are centered, the awareness of spirituality of various dimensions and perspectives of human life come into play. Yoga also helps you collect your scattered mind. Chanting of yoga helps you energize the field and clean up your mental and emotional being. So yoga takes you there. Yoga, the biomechanics of yoga keeps you young forever. Even at 100, you can walk straight. The mental and emotional cleansing of yoga keeps you light-hearted. So, when you are light-hearted, your body is always in the high in terms of immunity. Yoga keeps your biochemistry, your rasayan younger. So your rasa, rakta, mausa, meda, ashti, maja, shukra, whatever you make out of your food, the rasayans, yoga makes you absorb that to the ultimate. So even after 70, 80, 90, your digestive system remains prime. Yoga keeps your faculty. It starts reversing the aging process of the faculty. So we do a lot of work in improving people's eyesight, hearing, touch, taste, smell. Even at 75, 80, we begin to stall and reverse. I mean, most of the time we achieve 70, 80%, even after 85 of age or 90 of age. But sometimes 50% is also good enough, no? To keep people independent so that they don't die of pins and needles and transfusions and transplants. They remain independent. They are not subjected to disgrace of nurses cleaning you, sponging you with, with your bowel movement and with your bladder movement. We can bring yoga, Ayurveda, and naturopathy can get a dead man alive and a dumb man completely talking and walking. So we say yoga, naturopathy, Ayurveda can make a dead man walk and a dumb man talk. So here it's not survival, it is thriving. So we've worked with people who can't even barely sit at the age of 85, 90, but ultimately we've made them walk and do marathons every year.
Wow, that's incredible. So you always say 18 till I die. So how can infinity be maximized and of course eternity be minimized?
So 18 till I die is a concept. Like a Shata Ayush is a philosophy that we all can live 100, cross 100. So the word 18 is a spiritual figure of 9. That's number one. 18 is the prime of human youth. So your growth hormones push the maximum till 21. At 28, they stabilize. And whatever you do between 28 and 35 determines your age further, determines your life force further, your disease further. But yes, we start the correction process for people from 55 onwards. So at the entry level, when people take our consultation, we give them good enough work, homework, and we train them with food, breath, movement, that in 3 months of a hand-holding of training, they can maintain and stall the aging process. But for some people who want to reverse the aging process, and those who have multiple ailments, then we do a year's program. So yoga, Ayurveda, naturopathy, homeopathy, we bring all these things factored in with herbal supports. And then my nutritionist, my movement therapist, my meditation therapist, working very closely and hand-holding. So when people do a package of excellence or work with us for excellence, we literally set up a clinic in their house. And 8 to 10 to 12 therapists back and forth 2 times a day sometimes. We do all the work with them.
In this
Yes.
digital world where cases of depression is arising, so what can be mindful path to health and happiness?
That's a very good question. There is dis-ease around us. Life on the circumference is never at ease because it is moving in circles, sansara. Life in the center is stable. I always say life is seldom a lake, more an ocean, and ocean in motion. And when life is in motion, you should learn how to balance, how to surf. At the center, you're stable, but on the circumference, you need to learn how to surf. So once you maintain the balance and maintain your speed, Ati and Gati can bring you dis-ease, disorder, disintegration, degeneration, decay, and death. But slow, steady, centered can add value to your longevity, constantly add value to your healing, for your wholeness, for your harmony of life. So this is where we come into play and we educate the whole family. Most of the times, many of the times, for people who believe in investing more into wellness than into foreign holidays, they invest into wellness. For people who believe that let my wife enjoy this wellness and reversal of aging, then let me giving her diamonds, which will be of no value if she can't walk straight sometimes. So I want to tell people, so I've worked with India Inc. and the MDs of all the blue chip companies, all the multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire people. And yet there have been some people like India's biggest investor who died very early. He tried to negotiate the price 6 times with me, but didn't invest in his wellness. So people call him the smartest investor. I don't call him the smartest investor because he didn't invest in his wellness. But by default, he was a negotiator. He didn't see value in his health. So people, I always tell doctors that don't prescribe pills and vitamins. Prescribe them. Do 5 times breathing in a day. Do exercise every morning. Walk every evening. Meditate twice a day. Eat healthy food. Have 50% of food as fruits and vegetables. Give this prescription. You chartered accountants should ask your people that do straight business and be cool and calm and collected here, free of stress, and invest more time into your walks, into your yoga, into your breathing, into your satsangs, and see the way you have quality life.
Ashita, there is one question of Mr. Atul Purani. He
Yes.
says remaining calm is a big challenge. Please advise.
Okay, so Atul Bhai, yes, this is the old age thinking, wo purani baat hai. Once again, people are revisiting that less is more. Wanting more is disturbing the calm. Every aspiration to increase your profit and loss, your balance sheet, every desire to keep earning more and having more, the more is the disease. Less is the ease. Less is health. more is disease, decay, death. Because that will not leave you any time, peace of mind, and that will make you run chasing the sense-sex. The chase of sex and sense-sex has reduced a human being falling a prey to the forces of entropy, time, matter, space, light, motion, mass, causation, effects. That will never let you climb the ladder of Ashtanga of Yoga. The darshan of Ashtanga of Yoga is Yama, Niyama, harmony and dincharya of your inner environment, outer environment. Yama, Niyama. Asana, postures in poetry. That is reorganizing your energy and healing. Pranayama, breath work, optimal breathing and regulating your breath to keep adding life force. Pratyahara, internalizing your senses. Dhyan, dharna, samadhi. Dhyan, sadhana. Siddhi lana. Dhyan, sadhana, siddhi lana. Dharna, lakshya rakhna. And samadhi, antaryami banna. So स्वयं में स्थित, स्वयं में उपस्थित, स्वयं में होना, स्वयं को होने देना, स्वयं में स्वतंत्र रहना, स्वतंत्रता का मालिक बनना और स्वतंत्र का स्वामी बनना, स्वयं का स्वामी बनना. स्वास्थ्य में आस्था छुपी हुई है. अगर आस्था है तो स्वास्थ्य बनी रहेगी. स्वास्थ्य से स्वर बनता है, स्वर से सुर. जब सुर बनता है गीत और गीत संगत में होता है तो वो संगीत बनता है, स्वास्थ्य संगीत बनता है. तो योग, आयुर्वेद और नेचुरोपैथी का, नैसर्गोपचार का एक संगत होती है और वो संगत का एक संगीत बनता है. हम उस संगीत की स्वास्थ्य की बात कर रहे हैं जिसका सेवन हम हमारे क्लाइंट्स को, हमारे मित्रों को देते हैं. And then most important, very important in life is कि मनुष्य से पुरुष. हम पशु से हमने शुरुआत की. We started from animal kingdom. So पशु से मनुष्य, मनुष्य से पुरुष, और जो बीच में जो मनुष्य है ना, वो मन का मारा है. So जो मन का मारा होता है उसको मनुष्य कहते हैं. जो प्रकृति से पूरा होता है, योग करके, आयुर्वेद करके, ध्यान करके, साधना करके, जो प्रकृति से पूरा होता है हम पूरक कहते हैं. जो पूरक होता है वो पुरुष होता है. जो पुरुष होता है, पुरुष उत्तम होता है. शायद वही पुरुषोत्तम राम होता है. रामा को उल्टा करो तो अमर होता है, और अमृत, जब अमृत की धारा सहस्रा से लेके मूलधार तक का सफर करती है तो कृष्णा की राधा बनके लौट आती है. सो हमारे वैदिक शास्त्र में स्वास्थ्य की परिभाषा बहुत ही विस्तार में, गहराई में लिखी हुई है. Once we embrace it all, we can give eternal disease-free life to everybody on this earth. Death and disease should not determine your destiny. You can be the master of your destiny. You can be the co-creator of your own destiny. We have 2 legs to walk towards it. We have 2 hands to make it. We have a mind to perceive it, a heart to believe it, and a spirit to achieve it. Human being, human consciousness can rise above gods or fall below animals. Krishna, Christ, Muhammad, Mahadev, Zarathustra, Buddha, Mahavir. We were all human beings. They were all human beings. They became gods because they nurtured, nourished themselves. What stops you and me? Stop counting, start living.
There is a belief that if I work out more, I need to consume proteins for weight loss. So what's your take on this?
This is the kindergarten science. 300-400 years back, thousands of years back, there was no knowledge of protein. We used to have our pulses. We used to have our dahi, chash, ghee. We used to have our chana, shingdana. We used to have our udit dal, the strongest protein one can ever get. We used to have our nuts, seeds, sesame, akhrot. That's it. प्रोटीन खा के हमें जानवर थोड़ी बनना है. I tell people कि exercise like a human being and eat like a human being. Don't work out like an animal, don't eat like an animal, you don't have to become like an animal. We need urja. We don't need takat. Strength is perishable. Energy perpetuates life. Your same energy will carry forwarded in your next life. So the same memory will go. Have you seen children playing piano at 4? Compute maths at 7? So this is memory precedes life. It's the same urja, same sanskara, same memory. So focus on urja. Become urjavan. Okay?
Yes.
Jnanvan, Lakshmivan, Bhagwan.
So does meditation help in looking young or?
Meditation is silencing your head and your heart. Meditation is bridging the divide of your head and your heart. Meditation is a process to heal your head and your heart and harmonize, because they both are running in opposite directions. Heart wants something, mind opposes it. Mind shows doubts, analysis, self-doubt. So meditation is bringing a unison. स्वयं में स्थित, स्वयं में उपस्थित, स्वयं में होना, समस्थिति में होना. Samasthiti योग, together, yin yang. hatha, चंद्र सूर्य. तो हमारे में चंद्र की भी ऊर्जा है, सूर्य की भी ऊर्जा है, गंगा की भी है, यमुना की भी है. सो योग ब्रिंग्स यू इन हार्मनी. सो यमुना यहां से आती है, गंगा यहां से आती है, और प्रयागराज में जहां मिलन होता है वहां सरस्वती का जन्म होता है. सो योग से, योग गिव्स बर्थ टू न्यू ऊर्जा इन यू. So meditation brings about yoga, confluence of energies. So meditation is about confluence of polarities. Harmonizing the polarities, instead of they being in conflict, they get harmonized. Instead of being in acrimony, pull and push, they are in stability. So that is one aspect of meditation. The other aspect of meditation is you get aligned with your prefrontal cortex and you connect with all human mankind. So also meditation brings you, your geometry aligns with the sacred geometry of the universe. You begin to understand the movement of the planets, the language of the animals, the language of the oceans. You begin to see beyond. You get intuitions, foresights, insights, sympathy, empathy, care. Antaryami, Antrik Urja. And most importantly, meditation also brings you to limbic resonance, which means you understand, you become empathetic with the whole universe. The feeling of oneness, not a division, not a divided being. So meditation takes you beyond religions, beyond divisions. It gives you universality in your approach to not just mankind, life and living, beyond mankind.
So we have a question. What would be your advice to overcome stress, overwork from day-to-day work for age group of 35 to 50 years? And what are the two to three things one should start following for the betterment of health?
So certainly the fastest stress buster is bhamri, shutting your eyes and humming. It is emptying yourself with the sound and the breath. And this increases the nitric oxide flow in the body. The sound creates a golden healing ratio, which is very soothing and rewiring yourself. The sound also clears the negative field around you and the clutter of emotions and psychological hurt and pain, and it gives rise to creativity. Once you open up, gives rise to creativity. Second thing, you can do yagna chikitsa. Bring small havan kunds at home and bring kapur, ghee and cow dung and start doing yagna every day and 10-15 minutes. Also, you can take long baths, morning, evening, calming, soothing, cooling for releasing stress. You can also do lots of laughter. Watch Kapil Sharma shows, Johnny Liver, and plus eat good healthy food that can also clear your stress. Eating honey, eating ghee, fruits can de-stress you. Eating fruits, smelling of flowers, smelling of chandan, kapur can switch your mental makeup.
Atul Purani sir says we are overtrained to be perfect, and this is a big irritant in office and home. So that adds to our stress level. So how can we?
So move your attention from compete to contest. Competition, bettering than others, and perfecting yourself brings stress. But contest is a self journey of improving on yourself gradually. Gradually, piece by piece, seamlessly, smoothly. That's the way. Yes, everybody needs growth, everybody wants to practice, but abhyas and prayas. Ati and gati should be avoided. Speed is death. Extremities are death. Cold is death. Slow is life. And heat is life.
After crossing 60, people tend to be more unhealthy. So how can they be at pace?
I'm 62. I'm not unhealthy. At 60, you can be at 16 also because you've had wrong choices. So just, choose to live well, be disciplined. If there are things wrong, bring professionals, whichever country you're living in, whichever city, and get the right team in place and get the team looking after you. Make healthy choices, sensible, intelligent choices, then things will change.
Whether peaceful walking every day for 30 minutes is helpful to the health. Also, whether minimizing dairy products helps in body in long term.
Yes, both will help. Increasing your walk time, but very slow. Don't walk fast. No speed. And out in the open, don't walk on the treadmills or try and avoid. And yes, industrialized dairy, if you can cut off, better for you. But if you have a gaushala, then every gaushala product is healing and harmonizing in nature. It is a prasad. It will heal you, harmonize you, right from mentally to emotionally. We have worked with people who are smokers, into drinking, tobacco abuse. We've really healed them with a lot of cow products. And of course, with breathing, meditation, prayer, and chikitsas, we've done havans, kirtans. We do a lot of that. When people are seriously ill, we also get into the astrological chart to see the karmic burden. So we get into, we deal with most challenging conditions for sure. And yes, when people have severities and multiple ailments, we look deeply into their living environment. So we look into their vastu also. We look into their dincharya also. We meet with people they live with also. Because all influence changes the environment outside and inside. So there is a lot of detailed understanding of how to go about with people's ailments. One size truly doesn't fit all.
We leave the floor open. If you have any questions, you can directly ask sir.
It's okay. You guys can, get in touch with me should you need any help. I will thank you very much for giving me this opportunity and platform. Ashita Shah for sure, for the young dynamic hero that you are, leader. Mehul Seth Sahib, Premal Gandhi Sahib. I can see Sagar Mehta, Venkata Narayan ji, Kishore Kumar ji, Pahuja, Kishore Shabnani. I can see Paras Tatar Sahib. Thank you, all my. Normally, I always part with my 10 commandments of wellness, which I always give out to people. you can make a clip of that and share it with people, because that's a minimum thing for healing and organizing and reorganizing, reorienting your health. So commandment number 1, let wellness be the religion number 1, because religions divide, wellness unites. Commandment number 2, join Mickey Mehta's wellness revolution for human evolution, not just to lose weight. Commandment number 3, a very good exercise for strong biceps is to uplift the poor. Commandment number 4, a very good exercise for strong shoulders is to take the responsibility of the underprivileged. Commandment number 5, for strong legs, be rooted in humility to be better rooted in humanity. Commandment number 6, sleep every night with a wish to heal yourself and wake up every morning with a promise to heal the world. And then you can get energized, maximized, naturalized, optimized, internalized, eternalized, evolutionized, revolutionized, revitalized, regularized, humanized, immunized. With Ashita Shah, you can get mesmerized. With this Chartered Accountants Association, you can get hypnotized. And with Mickey Mehta, you can get Mickey-mized.
Mickey Mouse. That was indeed a Mickey-mizing session. Thank you so much, Dr. Mehta. I request our convener, Sagar Mehta, to give a formal vote of thanks. Over to you, Sagar.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. At the outset, I'll like to first thank Dr. Mickey Mehta. It has been such an honor to be part of this wonderful SAS session. On behalf of CTC, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our to you, sir. Uh, you spared your time from your busy schedule to grace the occasion, and we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, your steps, and I'm sure that each and every one will try to follow a few of them for their betterment and also for everyone's betterment. So thank you very much, sir. And I would also like to thank everyone who were present out here. Thank you, everyone.
So let me tell you once again, you have parents at home, you have in-laws at home. Instead of feeding them with medicines, feed them with your love a lot, they will live longer. Instead of giving them doctor's appointments, give them your time and appointment, they will live longer. Repurpose their life, make sure you make them laugh, hug them, kiss them, touch their feet, take their blessings. I promise you, you will help them heal every disease.
Very true, sir.
Very true, sir. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
very
so
Thank you,
much.
everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You can close the session, Ashita.